Hey, what's up? It's your girl Vita Guerra, living the low life.
Today on Living the Low Life, it's incredible interiors, those rolling tributes to Plush.
You want plushness in a lowrider.
Whatever the imagination just flows with. Go as bizarre as you can.
It is a dying art. Not very many people know how to do it.
Today we're talking to some of the legends of lowrider design. We'll check out some of the coolest interiors of yesterday and today. So let's get started.
In the world of lowriding, there's always a lot of great paint on the outside. And inside, it's just as amazing.
Whatever the imagination just flows with. That's the whole thing. The wilder, the better in some cases. Go as bizarre as you can and use fabrics and chrome and murals.
Interiors like these win trophies.
You want plushness in a lowrider. We take pride in that.
The Bombs were born flat-out opulent.
With the Bombs, they were restored. So they were as stock as they could get inside. And then as things evolved, they started going with velvets and real flamboyant type things. Now, with the crossover, they're starting to mold the dashboards. They're starting to take the windows out, make them like a roadster. They're kind of crossing over into high tech.
I just think it's creativity that counts the most. And there's more creativity in a four-door car than a two-seated bucket hot rod. There's more of a chance to, there's more potential in a lowrider.
One car that inspired much of this creativity is legendary Gypsy Rose. Its paint and interior redefined the lowrider.
Gypsy Rose was the main one to turn it over.
Gypsy Rose, I mean, that's history right there. I mean, even though he's from another car club, he's from back in the day, our rival car club, you know, but that's history. Without the Imperials and the Gypsy Rose, honestly, lifestyle wouldn't be around.
Crushed pink velvet inside there. I mean, it looked like an exotic chase, I guess you might call it. And that's what the lowrider flavor was at that time, you know, and a lot of us did. I went that style too. I had crushed velvet in my cars. Even to witness a car like that today, to just still see it when you can go back 30, 35 years ago and that car is still around, that is everything. Because when you go back today, there's a lot of cars that aren't even around from 10 years ago. When you see something like that, you really have to appreciate it.
When it comes to the finest lowriders, you can touch LA's Lifestyle Car Club. They're lowriders with high standards.
We love our cars, we love this culture, and the club, you know, we want to always take it, you know, to the next level. We're very competitive and we enjoy this sport very well.
To be here, your car has to be all that.
Lifestyle's objective was quality over quantity. And then when we got quality over quantity, then we thought, well, let's hit them with a quantity of quality. And so now we have to keep all our cars at that top of the game, you know, and keep pushing forward. And every car club, when they see us at the biggest show, which is the Vegas Super Show, they come up to us and they say, man, just when we think we're on your heels and we got you guys pull ahead another 2 miles.
Let's check out these guys over at Lifestyle Car Club. They have a little something for us.
The members of Lifestyle are at the top of their game.
These guys continue to raise the bar. You only just got 4 seats. You got door panels and everything. You can almost build a living room in there. So how can anybody else ever compete with that?
Take, for example, the cool Chevy known as Two-Face.
It's a 1963 Chevrolet Impala convertible. It's an old school lacquer paint job. It's a Mario Gomez Candy Factory. Rest in peace. Interior was done by Danny D. Hooked up with Henry's Custom. They collaborated on it. Some 2005 Integra seats updated. Nothing in there is original no more. It's all ripped out. There's no glove box. There's no instrument panels. Everything is shaved smooth. All you see is the gauges, steering wheel, gas pedal.
Now compare that to the classic interior of a bomb.
Lifestyle concentrates on the paint. Then with that comes the interior. If you ain't got both, it doesn't really cut it.
Even stunning lowriders are meant to be driven, so it's gotta be nice inside.
Lowrider interior is probably the second most important thing in the car, because first you see the paint, that's obvious, and then you see the interior. So it's very important. It has to have nice balance.
Innovators made lowrider interiors. One such innovator helped shape Joe Ray's legendary Dress to Kill.
I went all out on that car, and I made sure that when it came out that there was nothing going to be close to it, so I chromed everything you can possibly chrome. I almost pulled off the frame, but it was unheard of even back then. And I had to make sure it was going to have the best interior, and I put a $2,000 deposit, borrowing some money from my friends just to make a statement. So I went all out and I painted it, and I went to the guy that had the best murals, the guy that could paint the best. From shows I studied who were the best paint jobs, who won more awards. Went to the best upholsterer at that time, and I took that Riviera and then I added some more tricks to it.
The interior tricks were made by Bob Marcato.
And you know what would look weird, Joe? If we slip in a baby coffin in there. I'm gonna have this mortuary people I know to make me a coffin. That way I can work on something else. And then I said, you know what? Something's missing here in this car. So I built a baby coffin. That was the steering wheel.
Bob's been creating for decades.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I started in 1955.
Was it something that you had a passion for and it was just a hobby to you, and then you said, I might as well do this as a business, or how did it work?
No, I always loved it. I always loved cars. I don't know, it just came to me. And I had to ask a friend of mine to let me tear down a headliner, and I guarantee you I'll put you a brand new when I did it. I unsold it. Gradually, I wanted to find out how it was constructed.
So you basically learned on your own.
Everything you see here, me.
Love it.
And he's still going strong today.
You cannot top the quality of his work, the craftsmanship of his work. I mean, you can look, this is 10 years old and it's not falling apart, it's not faded, and I drive this all the time. I drive in the weekend, I go to car shows, it's in the sun, and it still looks new. You look at it yourself, it still looks good because of the quality and his craftsmanship and the way he builds interior. There's a lot of guys out there that looks good, about 2 or 3 years, they're faded, they're falling apart. Come on. Bob builds it professional, that it lasts forever.
He is the best upholsterer ever. I mean, he's in his 80s now. I wish a lot of times he was back in his 50s. I would go beg, borrow, or steal to have one of his interiors again.
He's put many a car in the winner's circle.
For a while there, I had to stop these guys that says, hey, go to see Bob and Son, man. You'll get a trophy. Finally, I says, hey, wait a minute. Don't tell people that I guarantee them a trophy. I know that I've been taking them, but listen, you tell them that I'll give them a hell of a ride.
You might have noticed that there's no limit to the amount of creativity that goes into these interiors. That's why we're taking it to the max and adding some chandeliers along the way.
Today, it's all about lowrider interiors that are plush beyond belief. We saw the work of amazing Bob Marcato. And now we're heading over to Max & Son, where lowrider interiors are in the hands of Max Mesa and his son Max Jr. Max Sr. is a legend.
My dad, he's a pioneer. He's one of the originators. Helping my dad, you know, he would teach me one thing at a time, and, you know, eventually it got to the point, you know, where I started showing him a few tricks, you know.
Max Sr. is self-taught.
Well, I was trying to do my own car, and I had some prices, and they were too high, so I figured if they can do it, I can do it. And some of my friends saw the job I did, and they wanted to know if I could work on their cars. One guy liked it, and another guy wanted his done, another guy wanted his done, so finally I had to start charging some money. Got tired of working for free.
Just check out the work from this shop.
My dad's the original owner of this car here. He bought it brand new in 1959. He gave it to me when I was in high school. So I've been working on it little by little since high school. Myself and a few other people I know were trying to bring the 70s style back, which is a plush interior. All wrinkles and diamond tuck.
It's pleating and tucking.
Instead of just the plain material on there, you put the pleats to give it more look to it. Dress it up a little more. Some people will measure every 1 inch, every 2 inches. I just wrinkle it and sew it.
And under the hood?
This new style, all the fiberglassing and all that stuff is just, that's for the new kids, you know. Nothing extreme, it's just a cruiser.
This Buick's another stunner.
Yeah, that 39, Beto came over and asked me what can we do for it, because he wanted to put on the show, he wanted to win some trophies. He said, I got the outside done, I got mirrors, I always win trophies for mirrors, but I want to win for the inside. So I sketched up some swivel seats, I sketched up some doors. I put it in paper first. He said, fine, let's try it. And he didn't even ask how much.
Completely custom headliner, door panels, got mirrors in the ceiling, mirrors on the door panels. With the interior and the paint job this car has, it's a one-of-a-kind car.
Work like that draws attention.
I do some cars for celebrities. Right now I just got a Cadillac in that I'm gonna do for Snoop Dogg. It's called Brown Sugar. I've actually worked on this car before. He wanted chandeliers put in his, he wanted, you know, he's pimp status, so he wanted some chandeliers in his car. We put 3 of them in there.
This place keeps an art form alive.
It is a dying art, just for the fact that not very many people know how to do it.
So every night at 7 o'clock we got classes. If you want to learn upholstery, you can come over.
Lowrider interiors of today are all about customization and technology.
Joe Ray's Dress to Kill has a legendary interior, but some say he went on to top it with the Vegas car.
That one kind of set a whole new standard. I mean, a lot of people think that it's a circus car, but it's a theme car. It's based on something that some guys will take, you know, some medieval theme, but Joe took the Vegas theme, and that was something that him and Bob talked about for years, and Bob was supposed to do that interior.
The Vegas car is a casino on wheels, complete with roulette, keno, slot machines, a craps table, and even a place to play blackjack. And by the way, what happens in this car stays in this car. Interiors like these are getting rare as new styles shape today's cars.
Well, the modern ones, we're trying to blend them now with a paint job so that they all go together. And back then, you know, they were doing the diamond tuck and all that, and it was just different. So now we're trying to blend everything with the car.
Today, many a lowrider looking for a cool interior visits Henry at Henry's Customs.
Themes are, I wouldn't say dying, but you don't see them as much nowadays. Like the Vegas car, he really did add a lot of, you know, Vegas accessories in it. Nowadays, you'll have a name and you'll just have a real nice, clean, you know, murals to tie in the name. It's still there. It's not gone completely.
His seats and panels are famous.
I have my own style. Everybody who looks at my interiors know pretty much my style of my work. It's a lot more hard surfaces, a lot more clean lines, double stitches, a lot of leather, suede.
He works with fiberglass, molded pods, and custom panels, drawing inspiration from the hot rod world.
I try to add that hot rod cleanliness to it. The materials they're using, style, I try to incorporate that into the lowrider scene.
He did that to a car named Certified Gangster.
Certified Gangster, that one did have a stock interior when it came to me. So what we did is we added painted fiberglass panels, console, half the door we molded speakers. So once it was all done, put together, I mean, it just gave it a whole different look. Updated, it's not all original.
His new project is a Cadillac show car.
What we did is we tried to give it a new twist to an old vinyl top look. We added a canvas material, two-toned it. It's my first time ever. We cut out a design through the roof, added a couple of 7-inch TVs to the side. Just a different look from your ordinary vinyl top, canvas top.
The interior, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, you should try to top yourself each time. That's what I try to do. So anybody's looking for something different, you know where to come.
Lowrider interiors are already amazing. Where can they go from here?
Some say it all started with Bob Marcato.
And just watching him as he creates and designs interiors and his color coordination and his quality, he doesn't let you see all his tricks. He won't let it all go. And he shouldn't. He worked hard to get to where he's at. Whether it's 3,000, 10,000, 20,000, you got to give him. It's worth it, just the process, just the time to just get to know the guy.
It's sort of getting away from this fancy stuff I do. I'd give anything to get back like in the 70s.
For more of Bob's work, check this out.
So, Andy, Bob did this car for you. Tell me a little bit of the history on this car.
Well, this car was torn in pieces for many years, 3 or 4 years.
What kind of car is it anyway?
64 Buick Riviera.
Okay.
Most people know 64s have headlights in the front. I took mine off and had a billet grill made. I had 97 Honda lights installed on the inside, which gives me my headlights.
The interior, Bob did it. It looks beautiful.
I told him that, Bob, I want just a custom interior, but not radical, just a 60s, 70s style.
Why is he such a big part of lowriding?
He is the man that came up with the radical interior, like in Joe Ray's Riviera Dress to Kill, Mondo Montes' Penthouse. Mm-hmm. He started the revolution of custom interior.
I tell you guys, I'm still at it. Who knows, I might just do one more.
And there's that other icon, Max Mesa.
Well, back in the day, I have to say it was the 8081. My dad put together a 46 sedan delivery. First time he ever showed that car, he walked out with best mural, best paint, best interior, best in show, and the People's Choice Award. We'd get pulled over by the highway patrol, and the only reason they pulled us over was to check out the car.
Well, the thing about doing upholstery is the satisfaction when you finish a job and the people you did the work for get a first place trophy. That's my satisfaction. That's worth more than money to me.
With the Lifestyle Club, you'll see many cool interiors.
This is the second interior's fresh, as you can see. It gets a beating, but you know, that's what it's for, you know, to go out and have fun, you know, with the top down.
These cars have dedicated owners.
A lot of people think lowriders are just lowriders, gangsters. You know, there's a lot of good people out there. They put as much time, money, effort into their cars.
If they didn't, they wouldn't be as cool as this.
How's that for living the low life?
The interior, like the paint, is another must-have expression of a lowrider. Make sure you open your door and take a good look at your lowrider. See you next time. You're gonna teach me how to do this? You know, 'cause I'm pretty good at learning.
Uh-huh. And I'm up there in laying in my casket, put this thing up there and say, hey, the man's gone.